Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a Project Pan update. I think this is update number 10. So I'm just going to jump right into it because I do have a lot of stuff to cover and they'll be talking, and I don't want this video to be an hour long, but there's a good chance that it will be anyway, so it's fine, whatever, let's do it. I've got empties. Look, I'm pretty proud of this. It is this Viseart Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. So it was there, she's gone, I finished it up. Oh, look, there's a tiny bit in there, but it's so hard to get out. I mean, it's fine, but I don't give two shits about primer. And the more that I try and use it, the more I am like, those feelings are solidified within me. I just don't care. I don't think it added anything to my foundation. In fact, or like the way that my foundation looked, I think it actually made like movement of my foundation around my lines, smile lines, fine lines on my chin, fine lines around my eyes and on my forehead. I think it made it look worse. It felt like product was migrating. So yeah, I know I wouldn't buy this again. I wouldn't use it if it came into my life, and we're going to see how long I can go without buying a primer, because I think that would be the real achievement. I have more things. These things are bigger. Let's do the perfumes. Yes, I'm so excited. I managed to finish both of these up. So I have the Beyonce Heat. This one was marked just down here. I'm not sure if you can see the line. There was not much in there at all. I thought it was going to be quite a bit, but when I turned it upside down, I think it sat, I don't know, somewhere like around here. So there wasn't much at all in there. It was very easy to use up, and same with the Zoella Botanic Eau perfume. So it was just there. Most of this section is glass, so there was a tiny bit of product in there. I finished that up super easy, and I expected to finish both. Ugh. Okay, fine, stay down there. I did expect to finish both of these, but I thought it would take me a month each. So one in October, one in November. Turned out I managed to get through both of them, so that's fab. I wouldn't buy either of these again. The Botanico, I believe it's discontinued, and the Beyonce Heat, while I enjoyed it, I didn't love it enough to like want to repurchase it. I would be much more inclined to go out and find a new perfume to try. Okay, I have an empty body product. Yes, I'm so glad I finished this. It's the Weleda White Mallow Body Lotion. Now, this is in the Baby Derma range. This is really good if you have like eczema or extremely dry skin and you need something that is hydrating but gentle and won't aggravate any issues that you have. Also, it's good for babies as well. So you can probably guess that this stuff is gentle but effective. It's a great product. I really like it. I love how hydrating it is, but I really struggled with the like squeezing the product out. I had it upside down. I know there's still a little bit of product in there. I was struggling to get it out in the end. I'm not gonna like, I've already tried to cut it open. You won't be able to see, but I do have a mark. Can we? No. I have a mark where I tried to cut it open with garden shears. I think I just have like really weak hands, basically. So I struggled to get it out of there. It is a really nice product though, so I've got to give them props for that. And I do have two skincare products that I finished up. This is the Wishful Clean Genie Cleansing Butter. There's like a tiny bit in there. It's not really enough to do a face. I'm not gonna, look, you think I'm getting shit like this out of a tub with nails like this? No. I have to like stick my knuckle in there. No. And I don't care enough. Like, I have plenty of balm and oil makeup removers. I put it in this project to finish it up. I finished it up. That's fine. I wouldn't buy it again. There's nothing wrong with it. I think if you are you like the packaging and you're intrigued in the brand, or intrigued by the brand, go ahead and buy it, because I felt that way as well. I don't think it's anything super, super amazing. Like, if I'm going to buy another balm cleanser, or, I mean, this is kind of like a cream to oil cleanser, but like same difference really. If I'm going to buy another one of them, I'm going to buy like the pharmacy one, or I'm going to buy a different one to try. I just wanted to try it. Now that I've tried it, we actually purchased this for an episode of the Makeup Breakup, I think, and I took it home and tried it out, and look, it was fine, but I wouldn't buy it again. That's the end of that. Trilogy. This is an overnight mask with GLYCO blend, L22 and vitamin C. I use this as a night cream. I was about halfway through this jar, and then I was like, I don't want to use this anymore. I'm over it. I don't feel like it really did anything for me. I definitely 100% used this for a lot longer than I probably should have, before deciding that I wasn't seeing results. I've been using it for months. So I actually used the rest on my body. Now, I wouldn't buy this again, because obviously I didn't really see any results with it. And it might seem like a waste to use it on my body, but this is a kind of product I would have had to throw it away. I'm not going to put a half-used jar of moisturizer that I don't like back in my stash, because I will never ever use it. I'm not going to give it to anyone, because nobody wants a half-used jar of moisturizer that I've stuck my grubby fingers in. The option is to throw it away or use it on my body. So I used it on my body, and I am going to try really, really hard to continue to do that throughout the rest of this year and into 2022, because I do have a lot of moisturizers. I really want to make a good dent in them, and I think the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to if I'm not 100% absolutely loving something, use it up on my body and get it out. All right, let's move into progress on the products that I have in the project. Look, there's a lot of things that didn't get used, obviously, but we'll get to them. I'm going to start with my primer. This is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. It's just a mini. This one was 21.53 grams, now 21.18 grams. You might be able to see I have a little bit of a dip in there. Look, I can't lie. I'm not like, I don't love this. I am going to keep using it and try and finish up as much as I can, but I just don't think that this is something that I will take into the new year. You guys, I already said, primer, it's just not really doing anything for me. This one, I don't feel like it disrupts my makeup, so I don't feel like I see more movement when I wear it under my base, but I don't feel like it actually adds anything. I would consider this to be somewhat of a pore filling type primer, because it's kind of like a silicone primer, but I don't look, ain't nothing filling the pores and the lines on my face unless it's like a SPAC filler. So, I'm 37, there's got to be some realism around what I'm doing here. So I just don't feel like it really adds much, and I'm very much going with a bit of a less is more kind of approach at the moment. Kind of stopped wearing concealer, and I'm just preferring less. So yeah, this is a step for me that I'm not keen on. So yeah, I don't think I'll actually finish it, but I think I will declutter it in the future. Moving on to my foundation. I am annoyed that I didn't finish this. I did think that it was extremely possible for me to finish it in October, but I really just did not wear makeup very much. This one was 28.02 grams, now 20.3 grams. I need to finish it. I need to finish it. There's not much left in there at all. Nabla. This is a close-up cream Close-Up Concealer in Cream Beige. It was 34.02 grams, now 34.04 grams. I actually have decided I don't actually like this concealer. I feel like it just sort of sits it's not very flattering on my skin when my skin is having a dry day, and my skin is having a dry day 9 times out of 10. It doesn't really matter like what I do. I have dry skin now. It's a thing. So yeah, I don't get along with this super well. So yeah, I'm not expecting to finish it, but I'm just going to keep it in the project because I'm not like, I don't really want to swap out anything for a new product at this point, because I would prefer to just sort of organically use my collection. Like if I'm not going to use this, but I do want to reach for a concealer, I prefer to reach for something that's in my stash, try it out, and give myself some time to get a vibe for what I would like to focus on next year. So this isn't getting used much. It did, obviously, got used a little bit, but not much. So it is what it is. Okay, let's move on to powders. I have the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder here. So this one was 89.07 grams, now 87.88 grams. I like this powder. What can I say? It's nice. It works well for me. The next one that I have is a Maybelline Fit Me. This one was 74.07 grams, now 72.28 grams. This is the one that I'm focusing on the most. If I give you guys like a visual representation of where it's at. So it's sitting about there. So there's not, there you go. There's not heaps in there. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this before the end of the year though. We will see. Pray for me because I would love to. I don't hate that powder. I'm wearing it today. It's fine, but I'm not in love with it. So it's one that I'm happy to finish up so I can move on to something else. Let's do setting mists. So I'm pretty happy about what I've done with my setting mists. I'm hoping I can finish maybe all of them. To be honest, I think there's a possibility that it could happen. So let's start with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultrafine Mist. So it was there when I reintroduced it to the project, and it is now down here. Now, I have been using this all over my face a little bit, but I've actually predominantly been using this on the high points of my face. So what I do is I like do my makeup, and then the last step for me is a like setting spray, finishing mist, whatever. I will spray this onto my makeup sponge that I've used to apply my foundation. I put it on a part of the sponge that is clean, and I get like a generous amount on there. I sort of work it into the sponge so it's not just sitting right on top, and then I press it over the high point. So I press it over my highlighter, a little bit on the tip of my nose. What I have found with this is it's very extreme glowy. It will make me look like I've just been to the gym and I've stepped out in a pool of sweat if I apply it all over my face. So I've stopped doing that. I have been using a little bit as like a skincare step. So, you know, after I've wash my face, I'll put a little bit of this on, then I go in with like hyaluronic acid and all that jazz. So it's getting used a little bit in that way, but I don't think, based on, you know, how often I used this in October and how I used it, I think if I continue doing that, I shouldn't really have an issue finishing this up. Maybe, fingers crossed, if I use it a tiny bit more often than I did, I might be able to finish it up in November. So there's that. The Youth Spa Soothing Hydro Mist with Rose and Go-To Cola. This one was here and it's now down here. Again, this one can get a bit... It can look a bit sweaty rather than glowy if I go over the top with it, so I have to be careful. But it is a nice mist, so, you know, there's that. I'm hoping, again, I'll be able to finish that one maybe not like in November, but by the end of December. And this guy here, this is a BioEffect Osa Water Mist. So this one was 64.77 grams, now 63.33 grams. This is not the one that I've been focusing on. You can probably tell based on like my numbers there. I was focusing on the other two that I just showed you, but this one is like, I want to get it done. And I would say that this one is a lot more forgiving with the like over the top glowy sweaty look. I feel like I can very easily use this everywhere, and I can use it quite generously, and I can layer it and all that jazz. So yeah, this one, again, really hoping I'll be able to finish it up ASAP. Okay, I've just realized there's a few things that I've left inside, but these things I didn't realize I left inside until just now. It's the Benefit Real Cheeky Party blush and bronzer that was in the Real Cheeky Party palette. So I pulled out the Hoola bronzer and Coralista blush, I think it was, maybe. I didn't use them. I know I didn't use them, so it doesn't matter that they're not here and I have nothing to show you. I have been focusing on other things. Another thing that I didn't use was the Angel Pride palette from Nars. I've said it a million times before, I am focusing on trying to use my blushes, bronzers and highlights for the videos that I want to do, where I sort of go through my whole collection and tell you guys my thoughts on everything that I own. And those areas of my collection are some of the biggest, and it's overwhelming, and it's really difficult to pan stuff and use those products at the same time. So I find that like if I'm getting overwhelmed with it, I just sort of stop doing it altogether. So I've not been allowing that to happen. I've just been like, no, we're going to ignore the Project Pan stuff. It's not important. What is important is going through the rest of my collection. So no use. Okay, another palette. It is the Kaleidos Charisma Contour palette. This is a warm and medium. Now I haven't used the bronzer or the contour, but I have been using this to set my eye base. So it was 111.25 grams, now 111.02 grams. Every time I use this, I'm like, is today the day that I will hit pan? That day hasn't come, but I suspect it will very soon. Okay, let's actually move on to like the blushes and the highlights and stuff that I have in the palette as well. I have the Can Make Cream blush in CL05. I didn't use this. There's no surprise there. My two highlighters. So I have Becca Champagne Pop here. This one I did use a tiny bit, which, you know, there's that. That's great. Oh, I'm terrified that this is just going to fall out. It's lifting. I can see it's lifting on this side. So this one was 61.95 grams, now 61.88 grams. And my Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in Incandescence, which I like to use as a glowy blush because it is absolutely divine. This one was 67.83 grams. It's now 67.77 grams. Okay, I have 3 eye primers in this project, so you can probably guess where this is going. MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. This one was 49.81 grams, now 49.74 grams. I only used it a couple of times. I have mostly been focusing on this. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Vanilla Kiss. This one was 11.01 grams, now 10.89 grams. I really want to finish this, but I have a love-hate relationship with it. It is a very good product, and I would actually highly recommend this to anyone who wants something similar to MAC Painterly Paint Pot, but in a stick form, and who doesn't have dry skin. Today was okay. I had a bit of a better time with it, but often I find that when I put this on, it accentuates dry patches on my eyes I didn't even know I had. Whereas the Paint Pot, it doesn't do that. So yeah, I really want to finish this one. Did I mention the weight of that? 11.01, now 10.89. There we go. And one that I didn't use was the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. I would actually say that these are all very much like the same product. They're kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna show you. So the stick is, you know, like that creamy stick. Painterly Paint Pot. I'm gonna need a brush for this. Painterly Paint Pot. There you go. You can see the colors are different, but you're getting the vibe of what the product is like. And then if we pop the Ulta Beauty one on, I'll show you. There we go. You've got like the same kind of thing going on. I would say the Ulta Beauty is definitely the closest to my actual skin color. So, you know, there's that. Yeah, you can hardly see it. But they're all very similar in the type of product they are. They're just delivered in different packaging formats. And I would actually say this is my favorite. I will be sad when this is finished. I won't finish this year. I am actually going to like put this one back in my stash though, because I love it. It's still good. There's nothing wrong with it. It works beautifully. And I would just like happily organically use this and love the product for what it is, because I think this is top notch. Okay, I have a boatload of things that look like this. Let's go through them. I'm gonna actually start with all of my colored eye pencils because I don't have any progress that I can show you with these. However, some of them did get used. 3 that didn't, these guys, I haven't been gravitating towards them. I'm enjoying wearing my makeup like this at the moment, where it is just soft. I'm not really going for like any colors, purple, orange, red. I'm not interested. I just want like simple soft makeup. So these guys, I didn't use them. However, these guys I did. So I have Guilty Mood from Linda Hallberg, which is actually like, it's a, you know, a dark tealy blue, but I use this to tightline my upper lash line, and I just use it in place of a black. It's dark enough to, you know, define that part of like the base of the lashes. So yeah, I've used it, but I don't have any progress to show you basically. And then I have the Gel Presso waterproof pencil gel liner from Clio. This is in the shade Firewood. And the way I use this one is actually in my lower waterline and along my lower lash line, and then I just sort of buff it out. And this is just a really beautiful, like, sort of, you know, brown color. It's like a rosy brown. But I just find it complements so many of the looks that I'm wearing. And I've used this pretty much every time I've done my makeup, but when I weigh it, there's no visible progress yet. It is a retractable product, so like you're not going to see progress unless I was to sharpen it or use it for months on end basically. My mascara is a Benefit Roller Lash. So this was 23.84 grams, now 23.66 grams. When I introduced this, I think it was like June, July, it was 24.38 grams, and it claims to contain 8.5 grams of product. Now, the reason why I'm talking about all of these numbers, and also I can feel that there's product in there, but I don't know, man. It's not, I don't think it's drying up, but something's changed. I don't know what, but something's different. So I'm noticing when I apply this to my lashes, I have to apply 2 coats. And in the past, I only, like, I could get the results that I liked with 1 coat. So I don't know if it's just drying up a little bit. I mean, it doesn't feel dry. It's still quite creamy, you know, like it's, you know, she looks good. But yeah, I'm not really getting what I like out of this mascara anymore. So I don't know. I might, you know, if it continues to irritate me, I might consider it done, and, you know, move on to something else. Usually the way that I consider a mascara done is if it starts to like transfer onto my upper onto my brow bone or below my eyes, or if it starts to flake, or if I simply can't apply it anymore because it's so dry. This does, it's neither of those things, but I'm just noticing that did that make sense? This is not doing any of those things, neither of those things. Oh, my brain just lost the plot. Anyway, I think you get what I'm saying. But it has changed. Something's changed. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but there's that. Okay, let's move on to my brow colors. Oh man. Okay, so ColourPop. This is the brow color in Blondie. I didn't use this at all. There's not too much in there, but yeah, I didn't use that. I've actually been focusing on this and I'm not loving it. I don't know. I'm not loving it. It's the Benefit Brow Contour Pro. I've finished one of these in the past and it's got like 4 shades. So you've got the lighter shade, the darker shade, then you've got a definer and a highlighter. Now, I don't use the definer or the highlighter. It's not how I do my brows. I'm not that person and I don't think I ever will be. I do use the darker and the lighter shade. So I use the lighter shade in the like the start of the brow, darker shade in the tail, and also to correct the shape of the brow. I'm not really I'm not loving it, but I would really like to finish it. So this one was 14.85 grams, now 14.81 grams. Pray for me that I can finish it. The other products that I have are the Benefit Gimme Brow. I did use this. It was 9.45 grams, now 9.44 grams. If you can hear pitter-pattering, it is quite heavy rain outside. Thanks, Melbourne. Yesterday was 29 degrees. It was glorious, and you can still sort of feel the residual heat, which is really beautiful. And today, rain, and heavy. It's pouring out there. Bring on the humidity. My skin will love it. Moving on to this, the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This was 15.89 grams, now 15.83 grams. I really like this product. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It actually really does. It holds those brows into place without making them feel overly crunchy. I mean, you can apply a lot of product and make them feel crunchy, but just a little brush through with this will hold your brows in place without, making them crunchy if you don't want crunchy brows. Okay, and my last 2 sticky things, pencil things, these are my lip liners. So we'll start with ColourPop Oh Snap. This one was 6.75 grams, now 6.65 grams. It's just a sort of nudie, cool toned nude basically. And then we have the EXO lip liner from EXO Beauty Smooth On Lip Pencil in Tracy. This one was 3.46 grams, now 3.4 grams. And this one, again, it's a cool toned mauvey, kind of greyish shade. Both really beautiful. I love them. Okay, while I clean these swatches off my hand, let's talk about my nail polishes, which I left inside because I didn't use them and I have no progress on them. Most of the month I was testing out different gel overlay, hard gel or soak off hard gel nail thing. Yeah, stuff. I was testing other stuff. And I just didn't paint my nails. And then now I'm actually using some Sally Hansen polishes that were sent to me. So yeah, I didn't use the nail polishes that are in my project pan, but that's not unusual. I really my color preferences at the moment are changing on a dime. And I don't really feel like I would want to wear any of the colors except 2 of the Barry M shades, Chili and Papaya. Mwah, gorgeous. Okay, let's get into the hair and the skin and the stuff. Perfume. So this is the DKNY Be Desired perfume. I'm pretty sure this was in my project in the very first quarter. I have the tiniest bit of progress on this. So it was there when I brought it back into the project, which is pretty much the progress that I made when it was in the project originally in the first quarter. And now I have this tiny extra line which I've put down here, and that's how much of it I managed to use up this month. So this one I will be focusing on. I'm going to put some on now. I'm not going to lie, I'm not loving this as much as I did originally when it was in the project. I'm just going to see how I go. If I get through a lot of it, great. If I'm sick of it at any stage and I don't want to use it, I'm going to give it to my mum, because then it won't get wasted, and I can, you know, move on to the rest of my perfume collection, which is large and in charge and needs some attention, basically. Okay, body products. So this is the Fourth Ray White Peach Body Milk, which I put in this Soul Shimmering Dry Oil pump bottle, and this also had shimmering dry oil in it, so it's kind of a mixture. Some of these smell amazing. I quite like the white peach. It's not my favorite, but it was one that I wanted to like pan first. I feel like this has a bit of a citrusy scent, which, you know, I like. Now the formula of this is very liquidy, which is why it does so well in a pump like this. I don't think it needs to be in these bottles. These bottles may look cute, but the plastic is way too firm. I struggled to get stuff out with my fucking little weak hands. So yeah, I just can't with these bottles. In this, it works a lot better. And I would say that this moisturizer is probably a great summer moisturizer because it's quite light. However, if you are the type of person that likes to get a lot of sun, then you're probably going to need something a bit more nourishing. Yeah, I don't think I'll have an issue getting through this. This is where I'm at. I believe there was a little bit of product left in this, and I put it in here. Anyway, this is where I'm at with this. I really hope I can get through this as quickly as possible, because I do want to work on other body moisturizers ASAP. I want to get through some because I kind of want to buy some more, but I 110% cannot justify buying body moisturizer while I have as many as I have. So there's that. I want to get one that has salicylic acid in it or something like that for keratosis pilaris. It's not really something that I struggle with so much in summer. It's more of a winter thing for me, and I get it mostly on the backs of my legs, and I think it's related to, like, you know, wearing pants all the time. So yeah, I don't need it right now. I'm doing okay, but I would, like, come next winter, I would like to be able to buy one and not be like, oh, but you've already got 20 fucking body moisturizers. So yeah, there's that. Yog Nog shower gel from Lush. This didn't get much use, but I will explain. So it was there, it's now down here. I'm not focusing on this. I'm focusing on something else. I might as well actually talk about it now. It is the Kylie Skin Foaming Face Wash. I don't really like this. But nobody, like, look, I've talked about this before. I don't like to waste stuff. If I can use it, I will use it. I don't want to throw stuff away. Nobody wants my half-used trash. So there's that. Also, I wouldn't actually recommend this product, like anyone use this product. So it was there, it's now down here. This is a cleanser that I keep in my shower. I wash my face with it, and when I use it, I also wash my body. So that's how I'm managing to go through this. One pump of this foams up so much that it leaves my skin feeling squeaky. It's not good. It's not good. And a couple of pumps, I can do my whole body, like literally whole body. So yeah, I feel like this is way too, it's too much. It's too much. It's not gentle. It's just too much. But it's almost done. You guys can see it's almost done, and I will be glad when it's finished. And I've said it before and I'll say it probably for the second last time. Well, maybe not the second last time, but I'll never buy Kylie Skin again because I don't like it. My sheet masks, I still have them. I've not used them. I keep saying I'm waiting for a special occasion, and to be fair, I've had a couple of catch-ups with my friends, and they're pretty much the peak of special occasion that's going to happen for me. So I should have used them then, but I didn't, so whatever. Okay, my oil cleansers. These didn't see much use because I was focusing on the Huda, the Wishful cleansing balm, cleansing cream, whatever. I have the Muji oil cleanser and I have the Neutrogena deep cleanse. They do all sit ever so slightly under the lines that I marked. They do all, they both. But like if I marked it, it would just be making one skinny line into a fat line essentially. So there's that. I'm going to focus on this one next because that'll be the easiest to finish up, and then this will be like the Amazing Race in December essentially. We'll see how we go with that. My cleanser, this is the Cosmetics Confidence in a Cleanser. Can't see it. I was there. I'm now down there. Look at that progress each month. It is so consistent. So that's great. I am hoping I'll actually be able to finish it up in a month. We will see how we go with that. My hair products, which are my last products. Yes, they are. So they're both from Davines. This is the Natural Tech Renewing Serum Super Active. So this is one that I use to prevent hair fall. And look, I really do think this works. I don't have any way to physically show you guys proof that it works. I can only go based on how my hair feels and how much my hair falls out. So I do tend to reach for this mostly when I'm noticing a lot of hair fall, and then I use it and my hair fall decreases, and then I kind of forget to use it. So, you know, I think if I used it consistently for a long period of time, I would have even better results with it. But look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not perfect with my beauty routines, and I do struggle to remember to use stuff unless I'm like, oh, it's the problem, I've got a problem, I need to fix my problem. So yeah, this, you know, it has fallen to the wayside. This is happening because my dog chewed the stopper, the dropper thing. Anyway, so it was there. It's now down here. I have used it a little bit more, and I've used it like since I introduced it. I have used it like each month, but not consistently, so not enough to actually be able to mark it and show you. So yeah, look, it is what it is. What can I say? This one here is the Davines Oi All-in-One Milk. This has no progress. I haven't used this because I have been focusing on finishing up my Function of Beauty leave-in hair oil, which is almost done. And I was kind of thinking, hey, I should try and finish that up before, you know, focusing on this, because then I'm extending the time in which I have multiple open products on my bench, which, you know, it gets a bit out of hand when there's heaps of products. So yeah, I've kind of put this one to the wayside, and I'm using the Function of Beauty one at the moment, but that will be done soon. Alright guys, so that's it for my Project Pan update number 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave your comments down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!